I, Sundance, am over 18 years of age, of sound mind, and have read and understood the hot sauce product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept that the League of Fire, their suppliers, and manufacturers will under no circumstances be responsible for or liable for any claims of injury or damage arising from me consuming this product or multiple thereof. I acknowledge and agree to this without question. What are we doing today? Taking on my nemesis. Is my camera glitching? Better not be. Halee, you've beaten me twice now. Everybody has their kryptonite. Alexandria has the Chupacabra chug from Never Better Club. Mr. Brad Warden has dark chocolate. I have the Helltart. I can't do fruit very well. Just something about the gag factor, and so I'm a glutton for punishment. Order it again. I've got 2 on deck. I don't know if I'll do multiples today, but in case I fail, I will go ahead and try again. Halee, you're an awful person. Terrible. No good. Very, very bad. Terrible, awful person. I'm just kidding. You've always been wonderful, courteous, professional, and supportive. Thank you, and I hope I do you proud. No time limit to eat. After 4 minutes, the challenge is complete. I had to make that rhyme. 1 bonus point for second Helltart, 2 bonus points for third Helltart, and 3 bonus points for the fourth Helltart, and so on. Nobody has done multiples yet. Everybody that's on the board has only done 1. So, it's wide open to get a world record. Gotta love it. That familiar smell of all the chilies. All right. Rules, which of course I've read to you, the warnings, all that good stuff. Fun fact, there's no extract in this. It's just all chili. It's all chili heat. And this is 7 points. Mortal Nemesis. I have 1 on deck. There is one other in here. That's a chunky boy. And a couple other of the, she always throws in like one of the regular ones. I ordered 2, so she hooked me up. And yeah, I can't wait to try those. They're always good. Her normal ones are just so. This is gonna be terrible. I can feel it. We got here real quick too. Happy about that. Nice and fresh. You can smell it. There it is. It's a horrible demon tart. Okay. Said no time limit. 4-minute afterburn. I'll have that on the clock. Okay. Here we go. Put that all on the screen there for you. You can see it. This is juicy too. I almost need to go grab tissues. Screw it. It's too late. All right. See this chunk, that huge chunk, and this chunk. Okay. Oh man, Halee. That hit. Oh, oh, that heat. The pepper settles in. Oh, oh. Oh, I gotta get this one. Oh. Good. I'm definitely gonna do one if I can do this one. I'm gonna stick with one. Wow. Oh. Ugh. 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 All right, come on. Oh. Nope. Oh. You got this. You got this. Not wanting to run. Come on. Just a Pop-Tart. All right. Just a Pop-Tart. Just a Pop-Tart. You see? Oh, come on. All right, all right. One more bite. One more bite. Oh, come on, stand down. We can do this. We got this. Oh, oh, oh. All right. Oh. Ah, 4 minutes. All right, did it. Just gotta ride this out. Oh, the heat, it's up there. My tolerance is down, pushing about a 6 or a 7. It's not moist eyes. Ugh. Ugh. Mouth burns good. Throat usually catches on fire really nice. This is worth the 7 points. Only gonna do the one. I may come back. Got one left. Maybe do tomorrow or the day after if I have time. Oh. And yeah, tomorrow or the day after if I have time. For a second, points. I wanted to have one backup just in case. I really appreciate that. A lot of challenges are kind of basic things that just have powder thrown on top of them. But one of the unique things about Helltart is that it's handmade and it's so involved, and it's drizzled in all the delicious things with the sprinkles and the sparkles and the hatred from Halee's black heart all mixed into there. And it's a really unique challenge, and it's what I've really appreciated about it. Even though I suck at eating strawberry jam-based things. Long story, go watch one of my previous fail videos in which I explain childhood trauma. It wasn't bad, just something silly. But I really appreciate this one for being as crafted as it is, and super hot. The first version she put out could have been hotter. You can blame Roger from the Hot Dang Show and others for saying, hey, this is hot, but it could be hotter. And Halee didn't hold back, and she's burning us all. And some of the worst cap cramps a lot of us have reported. Definitely. She's in my top 3 aftermaths. The Helltart is. Which is saying something. That's up there with the first time I did Tube of Terror and suffered immensely. And I can't remember. The Pure Insanity skulls. That red skull, it did not leave, and I was in a... No, wait. That was really bad, but then there was Uncle Bullcow's Hellfire Goldfish. That gave me a death spiral. And in our terms, that's just where you're puking, cramping, puking, cramping, puking, cramping the whole time. But this one's up there. 30 seconds left to go. Okay, almost to the finish line. I got this one, I think. We'll see. It doesn't want to stay down. My body naturally hates this, rejects it. Snotty. Gross. Terrible. 5, 4. Halee, I hate you. I hope you're proud of me. That's the Helltart.
The next day.
All right, let's talk aftermath. Well, it's still fresh in my mind. This is the day after the Helltart. I've been at war with this thing a few times. 3 for the 2.0, and I had the prototype way back in the day. So I've had this thing 4 times. You know how sand gets in every little crevice if you're on the beach? It gets everything. Everywhere. There's just... I think Alexander from Never Better Club, she said something that's kind of like a Killer Queen 2. Like, whatever it is, it gets everywhere in your guts, and you can't escape the horror that awaits you. The same thing applies to the Helltart. Because it's more, I guess the term is viscous, I don't know. I'm tired. It's the jam is where the pain is, and all of that. It's no extract. It's solid pepper heat. All of that jam just gets everywhere. It doesn't matter how well you prep and how well you boot. It gets everywhere. In your guts and all over your stomach lining, and no matter how well you boot, you're going to be in for a ride. There's going to be something there. And it was something in my teeth. It was horrendous. I've put the Helltart in my top worst aftermaths, all for various different reasons. Number one has kind of always been my first Tube of Terror. It caused my eye hemorrhages. It was just violent puking. It made me want to quit before I even started. Just a bad day all around. I think, yeah, pure insanity. That Red Skull gave me a gnarly night. That was bad. Uncle Bullcow's Hellfire Goldfish gave me what's called a death spiral. This is something that was kind of dubbed by Michael from Never Better Club, I think, where you're just puking and cramping and puking and cramping and puking and cramping, and it's just like a spiral of just misery. What was the other one? There was another one that gave me a really bad night. But Helltart, this one last night was interesting. I booted what I thought I could. No, cramped for hours. And about hour for the last hour, so the last hour out of like the 5-hour ordeal that it all was kind of just coasting downhill. The cramps subsided. But that hour before that, so hour 4, when I go into cramps, I shut down everything. I can't have noise. I turn off the lights. I go lay in the bathroom most of the time, and I just ride them out. So it looks like this. For hours. It's terrible. Well, anyways, I did manage to make it to the bed because sometimes you would like cramp and then you get like really chilly and I would be like cold and I'd have to warm up because you get them cap chills. And so I went in bed and I just wrapped myself up and I'm getting all warm. And you're also doing the sweats. And at one point I knew there was something more down in there apparently. So I went and I ran to the bathroom and just booted like this full throated just where you can't breathe. And if you've ever had capsaicin, like kind of come back through up everything, no play on words there. Your whole, like my whole gastrointestinal and tract just seized up in a cramp, super painful. Where the toilet is, the wall's kind of like right adjacent to it. So I'm at the toilet. The wall's right behind me. I'm on my hands and knees. I kicked the wall kind of because it just, that pain hurt so much. And I wanted to die. I wanted to not be. It was that bad. It was like this weird blur of like 3 thoughts. I want to die. And then I'm like, that's stupid. Like, no, I think it was my next thought was stupid. I want to die turned into, I need to call the hospital. This is horrendous. My cramps were up there. And then it's like, I need to call the ambulance or something. I got to call 911. But I remember they can't do anything for you. You just have to ride this out. And so the next thought, because that's stupid. They can't do anything for me. Why waste a hospital trip? The next thought immediately after that was like, as I'm just laying like this over the toilet, just spitting whatever mucus I could, just that phlegmy kind of like saliva. I was like, you know what? I've done it all. I've done all I need to do. I'm done with this channel. I'm done with challenges. Life is too short. I'm done with this crap. This happened before with other challenges, but I was in that place of like, I'm done. I've got a world record for Tube of Terror. I've got, I've done all these challenges. I've finally beaten Helltart. What else is there for me to do? I want to quit. I'm done. This is not worth it. I'm going to keep going. But that's how bad it was. And so I'm just laying there, just covered in sweats and spitting out just that phlegmy mucus, just dying. And it was horrendous. It was horrendous. But after that, it pretty much got everything out, almost. So the last hour was really just sort of riding out these lower level cramps. Just a slow one. And then it's kind of like a permanent warm belly. And I was able to get some food down. And finally gained my composure and went to bed. So that was from about I did the challenge around 5:30. I think I listed the video file info was like at 5:21. I know around 10:20, 10:30ish, I was still on the bathroom floor, but that was just me kind of riding everything out. So it was about over 5 hours of feeling miserable and unable to do anything. And that was after booting. This stuff, when it gets in you, it tears you apart. It's not the heat. The heat is doable. It's up there. It's worth the 7 points. It's all pepper heat. But man, it was some of the worst. So that trifecta of that moment when I was over the toilet for the final time and my body had exploded in sweat and I'm, just of like, I want to die. I need to call the ambulance and I want to quit this. That's how bad, like, and no real, like, what some people don't know is that it burns when you pee sometimes when you do enough of this stuff. It didn't really burn, so I was okay. There was kind of like some warm, out the front. Everybody talks about, whatever out the back. No. Sometimes the worst part about spicy challenges is the aftermath, is the cramps. And I'm going to dub officially, because it was kind of a death spiral. However, for the purposes of Helltart, I'm officially dubbing the aftermath for a Helltart to be Halee's Revenge. How she gets you if you complete it. Or, if you were dumb enough to try it, still failed, and she's here to remind you, are you going to come back and play around? You going to do it? I'm a glutton for punishment. So, I came back, finally did it. Yes! I don't think I'll ever revisit this one. Although I did kind of want to do 2, but oh my gosh, can you imagine if I did 2? And the aftermath from that? So, if you're looking for a gnarly challenge, Helltart is it. And that's the other thing I want to point out about this. It's a great heat challenge with no extract, but it's also very well made, delicious. It's handmade. It's not a lot of other challenges. It's kind of like where you just add a bunch of powder or extract to it. Like she is an award-winning chef. She does some really amazing Pop-Tarts. If you, by the way, if you get a Helltart, she'll send you one of her regulars and you get to actually enjoy something she makes. It's delicious. Just trust me. Go order a billion of them. Look how crafted it is compared to the other challenges out there. A lot of the other challenges get really simple. Just this plus this. Hers is like she has a whole process. Go watch the Hot Dang Show video where Roger does the 2.0. She kind of gets into, I think in that video, explains that it's not just, all of this thrown together and blah, blah, blah. Like she does everything separately and adds the stuff and the this and all those words. Really well done. Worth the shot. I don't know if you should order like in summer. I don't know who's watching this in the future. Kind of avoid ordering it in the summer. There's some melting issues, chocolate and all that. But this is the perfect time. The weather's cooling down. Get yourself a Helltart and prepare to suffer. There's a reason. There's a reason it's called Helltart. You feel like you're in hell.
They taste like burning.
So, Halee, you're wonderful. Thank you for being so supportive. And it was awful.
It can't be that bad. It's just a Pop-Tart,